Hi kids, you're welcome to CFC Children's Church, and together we are shining God's light to the world. I welcome you to Faith Adventure 2020, and today is day 2 of Faith Adventure, and we've been having a super time in God's presence. My name is Ms. Rita, and I'll be your instructor for today. Our topic for today is use what you have and trade wisely. Again, the topic today is use what you have and trade wisely. Our Bible text is taken from the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 27 through to verse 34. Now, yesterday we learned that God has His own ways of doing things and He plans for our future long before we are born. Now, yesterday we were told that Isaac and Rebekah gave birth to Esau and Jacob, twins, just as God said. We learned that God told Rebekah that the older Esau will serve the younger one, Jacob. And this is true for us too, because we can succeed and be great, not because of our age or height, but because of the blessing of God on us. And now to continue our story. Esau grew up to be a great hunter and loved the outdoors. Jacob was a quiet man who preferred to stay at home. Esau was Isaac's favorite because he loved to eat the meat Esau always brought home, and we are told that Rebekah's favorite was Jacob. One day Jacob was home cooking when Esau came in with the game he had hunted and killed. Tired, he threw it on the ground and roared, "Bro, I am hungry. Give me some of that delicious smelling stuff you've got in that pot there." Jacob didn't even look up at him or all the dust he had stirred. "All right, I'll give you. It's a stew, and I've got bread to go with it. But you must trade me for it." Esau was hungry, tired, and shocked. "I'm dying of hunger, and you want to trade? Okay, fine. What do you want?" And Jacob told him, "Your birthright. Sell me your rights as firstborn, and you can have this yummy stew." "I'm dying and you want a birthright? How does that feed me? Take it and give me food." "Swear," Jacob said. And Esau replied, I swear, up and down and every which way, that I have sold you my birthright. Can I please eat now?" And Jacob gave him the stew with some bread. Jacob had something that Esau needed and asked Esau to trade him his birthright for it. Now, was that a fair trade? No, of course not. But Esau agreed to it. Why? Because he was hungry. He let his hunger rule his common sense, and he lost a great deal for it. As children of God, you need to remember always that you are blessed. Nothing on earth can change that. And no one or thing should convince you otherwise. You have God's empowerment upon you to succeed at everything that you do. Esau didn't know what he had and traded it foolishly. Jacob knew what Esau had and traded wisely. Now kids, what do you have? I want to tell you this morning that you have the blessing upon you. It is greater than anything else, and the world will try to get you to trade the blessing for things that are of lesser value. It's like agreeing to trade your school fees for cookies, or giving a textbook in exchange for a pencil, all because you're desperate. You aren't desperate. You don't lack for anything as long as you're a child of God. Now, if Esau had taken the time to skin, clean, and cook the meat he had brought, would he have had to trade his birthright for stew? No! That is another thing to think about. There are two kinds of people here: those who have the raw materials and those who know how to process those raw materials. Esau had raw meat, but Jacob had cooked food. That puts Jacob in a better position to trade than Esau. If you know how to use your gifts to create value, you are always in a better position to trade than someone who just has raw talent. It's like Derek. He has a pencil but doesn't use it, while Katie has a pencil and a picture she drew with it. Who has the most value to offer? Yes, you're correct. Katie does. Because she has used her pencil to draw a beautiful picture, so she has the most value to offer. Kids, I would like to tell you today that God has created a bright future for you, but you have to be the one to take it by using the gifts He has given you and trading wisely with it. You have so much gifts on the inside of you, and all you need to do is take those gifts and use them to trade wisely with them. Our Bible activity for today is that you write down 2 lessons you have learned from this story. What gifts do you have? Write them down. How can you make them valuable enough to trade with? I hope you've had an exciting time today with me. Goodbye and see you soon.